can send to the ACT community that they must prepare themselves and their families for the worst possible situation. This declaration of a state of emergency further enhances the role of Commissioner Whelan to coordinate government resources to respond to whatever we may face. There is now no higher priority for the entire ACT government at this time than this bushfire threat, and Commissioner Whelan will have the ability to allocate any ACT government resource that she needs to respond to this fire. I've made this declaration of a state of emergency today to allow Canberrans, especially those in the south of Tuggeranong, time to prepare for the weekend. I understand the anxiety that this announcement will cause, especially for those who lived through the 2003 bushfires. This is the first time a state of emergency has been declared since that tragic event. Now, one of the many lessons from the 2003 Canberra bushfires was the need for early, clear and effective communication with the community on the risks ahead, allowing people to plan and to make decisions on whether they will stay or when they will go. Commissioner Whelan and her team have been keeping the community informed through the many weeks that the Territory has been at a state of alert. Now we move to a new level. Commissioner Whelan and her team have been preparing for what lays ahead. ACT government agencies have also been preparing. People will have seen that endangered species and precious wildlife have been relocated from the Tidbinbilla Nature Reserve. I can advise Icon Water has pumped 3 days of water supplies into our city reservoirs. Water has been transferred to dams away from the fire-impacted areas. Evacuation centres have been stood up. I want to reassure the community that I and all of the team here have full confidence in the ability of the Emergency Services Agency, ACT Police, the Australian Defence Force and the ACT Government to protect lives, property and to support our community. But what we are now asking Canberrans to do is to support this work. We need people to remain alert, to be aware of the situation as it unfolds over the weekend, most importantly to have a plan for their safety. The fire is at watch and act level. There is no immediate threat to property right now as we speak, but this is the best time to think about your movements and your plans in the days ahead. The ESA and ACT Police have been working on responses to a number of potential situations in the coming days, and we will keep the community up to date on what is happening and where they can go if they need help. I want to thank Canberrans, in South Tuggeranong in particular, for their willingness to engage with our emergency responders who've been out in the community over the past few days and weeks. I want to use this opportunity to reinforce the message to disaster tourists that they are not welcome as this fire approaches. If you don't need to be in southern Tuggeranong this weekend, stay away. We are set for a number of uncomfortable days. Please remember to look after yourself, your family and your friends. And please keep up to date with the ESA website, ESA social media and through all of the local media channels who will be covering this extensively over the weekend.